try to accumulate yourself 6,000 XLM. This ain't financial advice, it's just good advice. Do your own research, right? Now, today we ain't gonna focus on the price point too much. We can actually go on a monthly and see that we are holding pretty strong, and we might have found a bottom, right? Because this support that is creating over here, it's not even that high from all-time highs. It's not even that far away. It's like around 20 cents away from all-time highs, which in my humble opinion is a solid retracement. Like, because if we just zoom out to the past, I remember when XRP had its case ending, XLM pumped to 66 cents, but within like a few days it cut down 60% in price point. This time around we've seen a smaller pump but a smaller retracement, which shows me that in this previous pump, when XRP had lawsuit decisions which made it bullish, it was a lot of retail because retail still had money then. This pump over here is strictly to do with the institutional investors and the whales. That's it. Like, a lot of this pump, retail was already priced out. Retail was already broke. Retail was already in debt. Retail already got wrecked by meme coins. Now, before we even get into this juicy graph that I have to show you and all the points why you should have 6,000 XLM, we're going to actually read this because I want to show you guys something real important, right? Tascom Bank, right? Nominated electronic money pilot report recommends adoption of blockchain to transform the payments of the landscape of Ukraine. Now, if you guys don't already know, right, throughout this whole entire war with Ukraine and Russia, we have seen XLM Stellar give constant support to Ukraine, which makes me believe that they are already the biggest crypto in Ukraine right now. The most adopted one that's going to be potentially the most used and adopted will be XLM. I do believe this now. It says Kiev, Ukraine, right in the war zone. One of the Ukraine's oldest commercial banks released the findings of its electronic money pilot on the Stellar network. The report provides information to the National Bank of Ukraine and the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine on the advantages of issuing electronic money on the blockchain. Now, why is this important? Because you have to understand that the person that runs the Bank of America or Goldman Sachs, they already admitted that most of their transactions are done digitally anyway. So using blockchain technology such as Stellar will only increase and fast track and improve their system that is already in place. Digital transactions have been taking place ever since we had mobile phones. Ever since we had online banking, it's been majority of transactions are digital now. Let's carry on. The report highlights the advantages of issuing on blockchain, which include greater transparency and accountability at all stages of circulation and among all the participants in transaction, improved security and confidently of client data, okay, low transaction costs, instant payment functionality, and high throughput of the blockchain platform at each stage of development from conducting operations of testing. Now, why am I reading this? Because this is one country with Ukraine's oldest commercial bank saying that we should adopt XLM technology. Now, why is this important for not only Ukraine, but important for the world? Because when we go on P2P payments, market lucrative growth opportunities, and the market is expected to reach 13,000 billion by 2032. Let me say it one more time. The market for P2P payments is expected to rise by 13,000 billion by 2032. Now, why is this important? Because when we look at XLM, and now what is the translation for this? This is 13 trillion if you didn't already know, right? 13 trillion. As we can see, XLM ain't even 10% of 13 trillion. XLM has not got mass adoption yet. And why is this important? Because if we just put 13 trillion on the calculator over here and we divide that by, let's say, 8%, if we could capture 8% of the peer-to-peer or P2P payment solution, well, that puts us at $1 billion already, $1 trillion already, sorry, I got it messed up, it's so high. $1 trillion market cap for XLM with the same circulating supply actually equals $34 XLM, which with your 6,000, we're not even onto the graphic, but with your 6,000, well, you have $200,000 to play with. You are now in the top 10% globally. Now let's go into the graph, right? Why you need 6,000 XLM DCA points I've included. 6,000 XLM accumulated over a year is 16 XLM per day. That's what it's going to cost you. If you want to buy it daily on DCA at this average price, is 16 XLM per day. The USD cost at this average price is around $5.30 a day. DCA method beats 99% of traders. Set and forget. Okay, now let's get on to the juicy graph. 6,000 XLMs a day costs you around 2,000, which I know a lot of you were actually saying that's too much, but if you read above what I've just put, that's $5 a day. If you just add $5 a day, by the end of the year, if the price stays pretty much stable, if we don't get a crazy increase, you will be able to do that in a good amount of time. If we get a big decrease, you'll be able to do that in a quicker amount of time. Okay, so you have to understand that the price point today is 33 cents, and my first target I've put with your 6,000 XLM is a 50 billion, let me say it one more time, a $50 billion market cap, which with the information I've showed you here is minute. 13 billion, which is 13 trillion divided by 50 billion, we still have miles to grow. Okay, so that'll provide you with an $8,000 profit, a 5x return, and I've actually not included, I need to change the name, sorry, this is all off the top. Okay, I just use this graph multiple times, but a 5x return with a price point of $1.65. Now if you was to buy the same 6,000, it'll be a 5x return with a dollar price point of $1.65. To buy the same 6,000 XLM that you could buy today for $2,000 will cost you $10,000. Just to put in perspective, $10,000 more than what you could get it today. Okay, so let's go to the next price point. 75 billion, once again a realistic. I don't know when these will happen. It could happen 2027 or 2025. We just don't know with crypto, because we have seen XRP hit 100 billion plus. So anything is really possible in this day and age. It just depends on the economy's landscape. Okay, so that will give you $13,000, a 7.5x return, and a $2.50 XLM. Now if you was to buy it then, it will cost you $15,000. Now you're asking, why do I always tell you how much it will cost? Because you have to understand that this is not play money. If you can make $5,000 profit off a $2,000 investment, that's an instrument and a financial vehicle you can't find nowhere else but crypto. So appreciate even just the thousands in gains. Not all the time we have to think about being a millionaire tomorrow. Sometimes appreciate, damn, if I can turn 2,000 into 10,000, I should be very thankful I'm in this opportunity. Now the next target I put for market cap is around 85 billion, which is very viable, very realistic. It's just a matter of when it will happen, not if it can happen, a matter of when, which is an 8.5x. It will bring the price of XLM to $2.80, giving you $15,000 profit, right? And the same 6,000 XLM that costs $2,000 today will cost $17,000, which I would not buy 2,000. I would not buy 6,000 XLM for $17,000 when I could just buy 2,000 today, and it will give me 6,000 XLM. I will not waste time and actually wait to get priced out. Hell no. Now the next target is a realistic one also, 100 billion. I feel like that's a big psychological one. Once we hit 100 billion, we could have a big dump or we can keep going. But I do feel like 100 billion is sooner or later on the macro gonna be visible. Like 100 billion market cap tapped at $3.33 is gonna be a realistic price point, and that will give you a profit of 18,000 at a 10x return. Okay, and to buy 6,000 XLM at 100 billion will cost you 20,000. So you've made an official 10x. Okay, congratulations, you've made a 10x. Okay, once you get to 100 billion from here, you are officially at a 10x trade. Okay, now here's where we get to the region where it's mega bullish, but these two last ones I've put a more long term. You have to understand, when it comes to crypto, I've said this in multiple videos now, I look at this as long term. I'm not looking at a 4-year cycle no more. I'm not looking to be rich in 2025. I'm not looking to be rich in a year. I will accumulate crypto for the rest of my life, because I believe and I'm so convicted with these plays that I feel like just off the appreciation, I can live off the appreciation without taking my initial investment out. That's what I'm on right now. So with 200 billion market cap, you will have a $38,000 profit at a 20x, okay, which will leave XLM at a $6.60 price point, which is once again realistic. This don't seem realistic now because we are so early to the party. You think it can't go to 200 billion, but we're already creeping into the top 10. you have to understand the top 10, all of those coins will be 100 billion plus once crypto is fully adopted and retail is fully in. Right now, retail is still sleeping, retail is struggling. They are leaving their work with $100 a month that's spare. They don't think about investments right now. It's not the right time for people to get in, okay? This is why we get in now, why this is ugly and no one wants to buy, okay? But if you was to buy 6,000 XLM at a 200 billion market cap, that would cost you $40,000, which we don't want to do. So buy as soon as you can, not financial advice. The last target I put, which is a mega bullish one, is 250 billion market cap, which will give you a profit of 48,000, a 25x return, and it'll be at a price point of $8.25. Woo, that's lovely. $8.25. So that means to buy 1,000 XLM, it will cost you 8,000, but you got it for 2,000. If you want to buy a 6,000 XLM at that price point of 250 billion market cap and $8.25, it will cost you $50,000 to buy 6,000 XLM, which we don't want to do. So the best thing I can say to you guys is do your own research and look into dollar cost averaging into a lot of these solid projects like XLM that have been working throughout pandemics and stuff like that. Look at coins that are working regardless of the economic landscape, because a lot of coins go bankrupt. They can't even work when the economy is looking weak and inflation is high. A lot of these coins, they die out, but XLM has been working for years on end, creating partnerships all over Europe, and they're going to expand throughout the globe and unbanked majority of the unbanked. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was Young Wealth with another one. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back with more content real soon. Peace.